Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss chapter 6 Weathering the Storm in Irsama from the book Moments Supplementary Reader. Dear students, in this chapter we will study about the life story of a teenager named Prashant who was living in the coastal area of Odisha. Dear students, the coastal areas of Odisha are prone to face destructive cyclones which arise, which develops in either in the Bay of Bengal or in the Andaman Sea, and they frequently hit the coastal areas of Odisha. If I take the names of some cyclones who hit the coastal areas, the shore areas of Odisha, then I would like to take names like super cyclone which caused destruction in Odisha in 1999, Felani 2013, Hudhud 2014, Titli 2018, Fani 2019, and Amphan in 2020. These are some cyclones who caused destruction in the coastal areas of Odisha. So, dear students, in this chapter, we will study about a destructive storm which was faced by the coastal areas of Odisha, and the storm took the lives of a great number of people and caused a lot of destruction, loss of property, loss of lives in that coastal area of Irsama. So let's start the chapter and study the life story of Prashant. On 27 October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters of Irsama, a small town in coastal Odisha, some 18 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. In the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. Winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury that Prashant had never witnessed before. Heavy and incessant rain filled the house, filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted and crashed to earth. Dear students, it was the time of October, especially if I take the name of date, mention the date, then it was 27th of October 1999. Mother of Prashant had died 7 years ago, and in 1999 Prashant decided to visit one of his friends in the small town that was the headquarters of Irsama. So when he visited his friends at the evening, a very destructive menacing storm quickly gathered from the seashore, and the destructive winds at a very high speed started blowing. Winds hit against the walls of the houses, and quickly the incessant heavy rain also began. And all around the area, the darkness was spread. And it was so destructive. The wind was blowing at the so high speed, and it was raining so heavily that the ancient trees were fallen. Before moving ahead, look at this picture. This is a ghastly picture which is blowing the houses, trees, and other things in that area with its wind, rain, and the storm, and causing destruction. What I said, that old trees, ancient trees, which were very firmly standing for a long time, were crashed, were fallen down. Scream rent the air as people and houses were swiftly washed away. So the air, the wind was filled with the screams as the people were washed away with a sudden gust of wind and waves of water. So people were crying, and the trees were falling, houses were falling, so it was total destruction. The angry waters welled into his friend's house neck deep. The building was of brick and mortar and was strong enough to survive the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 kilometer per hour. And the house of his friend was made of brick and mortar. Mortar is a mixture of cement, sand, water, and which is used to join bricks when a ball is constructed. That's why the house of his friend was strong enough. So he survived even after facing the velocity of air of 350 km per hour. But the cold terror of the family grew with the crashing of trees that had got uprooted, fallen on their house sometime in the middle of night, damaging its roof and walls. One more thing happened, that the house of his friend was filled with neck deep water. So all the members of the family along with Prashant were sitting on the roof of the house, but for the increment of their terror, in the midnight sometime, there was an old tree beside the house of his friend was crashed, and it was fallen on the house of his friend, and it caused damage on the roof and on the walls of the house. Then the crazed destruction wrought by cyclone and the surge of ocean continued for the next 36 hours. Although wind speed had reduced somewhat by next morning. So the destruction by that destructive cyclone continued for around 36 hours. It was the little relief for the people that the speed of the wind was little reduced by the next morning. To escape the water rising in the house, Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse of the devastation brought by the super cyclone. In the grey light of the early morning. So it was quite horrifying experience for Prashant, and he says that he will never forget that ghastly experience which he faced, especially in the next morning, because all around that area there was total destruction of lives, destruction of houses, destruction of everything. A raging deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eyes could see. What he said, that everything in that area was swollen by the water up to neck deep, and there was all around water and water only. So all the members of his friend's family took shelter on the roof of the house. Only fractured cement houses still stood in a few places. Bloated animals' carcasses and human corpses floating in every direction. For the destruction of hearts, seizement of hearts, there were all around, which anyone can see, were the carcasses of animals, dead bodies of animals, dead bodies of human beings were floating all around the area in the next morning. All around, even huge old trees had fallen, and the huge trees which were firmly standing on the ground, they were also fallen. And few houses at different places could be seen after the disaster. This was, two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house, and two coconut trees were also fallen on the roof of the house on which Prashant and the family of his friend were taking shelter. On that roof, two coconut trees had fallen. It was a blessing in this disguise, because the tender coconuts from the trees kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. Because when the family was taking shelter on the roof, then they had nothing to eat. And at the same time, two coconut trees had fallen on the tree. So the whole family consumed the tender coconuts for several days and escaped starvation. So the falling of coconut trees was really blessing in disguise, because it proved life saving for those people who were taking shelter on the roof. So for the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his friend's family in the open on the rooftop. They froze in the cold and incessant rain. The rain water washed away Prashant's tear. The only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family had survived the fury of the super cyclone. Was he to be bereaved once again? So for the next 2 days, Prashant and his his friend's family sat on the rooftop. They faced incessant rain, incessant and high velocity winds, which were generally very cold. So that's why those members, those persons were frozen. It means they felt a lot of cold, but there was only one thought in the mind of Prashant. He was thinking about his distant family. He was thinking that his family members were survived in the super cyclone or not. So this was the only thought which occurred in the mind of Prashant. 2 days later, which seemed to Prashant like 2 years, when rain ceased and the rain waters slowly began to recede, Prashant was determined to seek out his family without further delay. But the situation was still dangerous, and his friend's family pleaded with Prashant to stay back a little while longer. But Prashant knew he had to go. After 2 days, when rain stopped, wind stopped, but there was still very dangerous situation as the whole area was filled with neck deep water. So it was quite dangerous. Then Prashant determined to go and search for his family. But the situation was dangerous, that's why his friends' family members tried to persuade Prashant to stay back for a few days as it was not safe journey for him. But Prashant was quite determined and he knew he had to go, and he thought that he had to go without any delay. So, dear students, from the next passage, para he equipped himself with a long, we will study in the next class, and till then you have to keep watching videos, you have to keep your studies going on. So take care of yourself, and if you have any doubt, then you can ask through the comment box. Thank you.